Hi everyone, welcome to the Gypsy Caravan. I'm Shan. How you doing? So for today's video, I will be showing you this cute little cut crease moment, and it was my birthday on Friday. I'm now part of the 27 club, excluding the death and drugs and all of that. You know, Trav and I went out for dinner. We just wanted to do something fun to celebrate because I haven't really done anything for my birthday in a while. The actual point of this video is just I did this look for dinner on Friday and I just kind of wanted to show you how I did it, and yeah, just kind of sit here and do my makeup. Please don't mind my hair. I'm having literally the worst hair day with my mullet. So this look is not my own. I did kind of replicate it from an artist. I was kind of like sitting on Pinterest and looking for something that I wanted to do because I always, you know, try and make myself feel better and like just go the extra mile, because you know, if you look good you feel good, right? From an artist that I found on Pinterest. She's probably on Instagram as well. Her name is Renzate, or her handle is Renzate. I'll stick it down here for you so that you can see. And this is pretty much the look that I replicated for today's makeup look. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I will link that up here for you so that you can subscribe. And don't forget to follow me on all social media. Here is my tag. And I think that's pretty much it. And let's get into this video. Okay, so skin's cared for, eyes primed and set. So we're just gonna jump straight into the look, so I don't waste any more time. Okay, so because the crease does look very warm in the photo, I'm going to obviously be going in with some warm transition shades so we can get that warmth in before we go in with like the super dark browns and black. So I'm going to go in with my Jaclyn Hill palette. This is the original one that she came out with. Alrighty, so the first shade I'm going to go in with is Butter. And I'm going to take it on a 217 brush from MAC, and we are just going to use this as a transition shade in the crease, just so that any eyeshadows that I apply after this eyeshadow will blend a little bit more smoothly. So I'm going to turn the brush sideways, and I'm just going to stick this into the crease. Oops, I'm just going to put this in the crease back and forth, kind of wing it out slightly, even though we are going to clean up the wings in just a second. Just kind of get that shape down. And then I'm going to take a 286 brush from MAC, and I'm just going to soften those edges out a little. Okay, so now that we have the initial or transition shade down, the second shade that I'm going to go in with is Roxanne, again with my 217 in the crease, but I'm not going to lay my brush or have it vertical. I'm going to change it up and put it to the side so that we can start the beginnings of a cut crease essentially. Big brush again, 286, and we're just going to soften that down. So the next shade I'm going to go in with is Buns, which essentially is a brown eyeshadow. It is a brown eyeshadow. It has a red undertone, and that is what we'll be using. Still keeping in with my 217, and again keeping the brush quite flat. We are going to stick this into the crease to deepen it. Again, some more, make it dark. You know what it is. Okay, so now that we have all the warmth down in our crease area, this is when the makeup look moving to like the really deep browns, going to like black eventually. So the next eyeshadow that I'm going to go in with is Soda Pop, which is a super dark brown, but it has a cool undertone. Again, 217. Alrighty, and then again, just right there in this crease, keeping the brush still fairly flat. We will, once we've got all the product down that we want, we're going to turn that brush up and blend it out. So just get the initial product in first. Just mesh in that dark brown with the warmer brown. Browns from the first transition shade that we put in. You can even pick up a little bit of that Roxanne on that big fluffy brush and kind of put that between the two eyeshadows. And we've got this dark brown in the crease. I'm going to go in with just a touch of black. The black that I'm using is from the same palette. It's called Abyss. And again, same 217. So right there where my crease folds, that's where I'm just going to shove this black. I'm not going to blend it out too much or over blend, because like I said, I do want that black to be quite strong. So I'm just gonna do the back and forth situation. Alrighty, so we're going to come back to the palette in just a second. So the concealer that I'm going to be using today to cut my crease is the Studio Fix Smoothwear 24-Hour Concealer. I use the shade NW24, my JH42 mini shader brush. So I'm just going to kind of line my lash line with this concealer and roll my eyes back to create that line. Oh, got some on my lashes, and then what I'm going to do is just using that line as the border, I'm going to fill in this entire area with the concealer, and I'm not going to surpass that line, and I'm not going to take it too far out here because there is still technically an outer corner eyeshadow, even though there is a liner involved. Okay, so this is the cut crease kind of done with the concealer. You can see it's still quite dark, which is the Crayolan Aqua color. I'm using the shade white, and I'm just going to keep in with the same JH42 because the brush is quite rounded. It's going to help me in this area of my eye to keep that shape quite round. I'm just going to use it in the front of the eye. I'm not going to do it to cut the entire crease all over again. With this you will need to wet it because it is kind of like a chroma cake, so you do need to get it wet either with a Fix Plus or a little bit of water. It's up to you. I prefer to get the product wet as opposed to wetting the brush, because I feel like if you get the brush too wet it becomes hard to like wring out, and then end up making the product far too liquidy when you still kind of need it to be like cream like, if that makes sense. So just a tip if you have this sort of product, or if you want to use a product like this. So I went and set that aqua color with a bit of Gesso eyeshadow, which is a white eyeshadow from MAC. You can use literally whatever eyeshadow you want. Okay, so I'm going to pick up some of that Soda Pop on a 239 brush, and I'm just going to push it in to this outer corner and take it up to that crease, and then just slowly bring it in to the white. I'm not going to bring it in entirely, I don't want to do that. I just want to keep it solely on the outer corners here. I'm going to take my 217 brush, go into a little bit of that Abyss, which is the black, and I am just going to kind of blend out this outer corner a little bit more, make the black quite strong, and then just ever so lightly peek it over the white, so like kind of rim the white with this black, just to make the white stand out a little bit more and to kind of make the cut crease stand out a little bit more. You can use a smaller brush if you want to, but because I've cut that crease, it shouldn't be an issue. Like you can see here, it's fine. Alrighty, so now that that is all done, I am just going to clean up the eye area with just a wipe. You can use a cotton pad, an earbud, anything you want to clean up. I'm also just going to clean up underneath the eye here as well, because a lot of that shadow did fall down, and if you try and like blend your concealer into that, you're not going to win. It's going to come up ashy and black, and you're going to wonder what the heck is going on. So just kind of taking like the edge of my nail, I'm just going to start at the corner of my eye and just like work upwards, just erasing everything and like making this shape super sharp and like really pulled up like that. Easiest life hack and trick. And then I'm also just gonna kind of clean up the inner corner here, because it did take that black or that dark brown a little too far in, and I still need kind of like a place to highlight my brow and stuff. I mean, highlight my brow, highlight my inner corner. I'm gonna go in with this gold eyeshadow, still keeping in with the same palette. It's called Queen True Dark Gold Eyeshadow. I'm gonna be applying it with the 239. I'm using the 239 in particular because again it's got that nice sharp edge to just put the gold down but still kind of cut the whites of the cut crease, if that makes any sense. Okay, I think we're good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of push this gold into that blackish brown about halfway, so about there, because we are still going to be doing the wing in white as well. So there we go, that's kind of what you want. Okay, so that's pretty much like the gold down as best as I can get it. So I'm going to go in with a liquid eyeshadow now. This is the Dazzleshadow liquid from MAC. This is the shade Flash and Dash. It is gold eyeshadow or gold glitter, but in the form of a liquid. So I'm going to use this kind of like eyeshadow glue for the loose glitter that I'm going to go in with. So it's not eyeshadow glue, it's glitter glue. So I'm just going to use the doe foot applicator as is, and I'm just going to tap this into that gold eyeshadow that we placed. I'm going to go in with the loose glitter. This is a gold glitter from MAC 239 eyeshadow brush. I'm just going to push that loose glitter into the liquid eyeshadow glitter. Okay, so we're back. I tried getting off most of the glitter. I'm probably going to have to go in with sellotape because I cannot get it off. But we're going to go back in with that aqua color from Crayolan. I'm going to be taking this on a 210 Precise eyeliner brush, and essentially what we're going to do is we're going to create a wing on this outer corner. It's just going to be a half wing. It's not going to be a full wing because in the photo you can see the first half of the eye is super gold and super glittery, and there's no liner present, but there is the white wing at the end or on the outer corner of the eye. So that's what we're going to be doing. So I would end my wing about there, and then I'm going to take this down all the way to where that gold starts, right there. Just like that, and then I'm just going to fill it in. Okay, my video kind of kicked me out there, but these are the white wings. The liner that I'm going to go in with, because I didn't know how I was going to do this liner until I remembered I have a gold dazzle liner. So I'm going to be taking this dazzle liner, it's in the shade Holiday Time, It was a collection piece from MAC, so they don't do these anymore. But any gold eyeliner that you have, you can go in with the glitter again if you want to. So I'm just going to do the exact same motions as what I did with that white aqua color. I'm just now going to do it with the gold eyeliner. I'm going to go in with that 210 brush and just pick up some of that loose glitter, that loose gold glitter. And I'm just going to push this into that gold eyeliner while it is still wet. Just to give the illusion that we have a gold window in the white eyeliner there. So that's pretty much the liner. It actually worked out pretty well. I'm just going to grab some sellotape here because honestly, this glitter is not coming off. So I have pushed it against my hand to just take off some of the initial stickiness so I don't pull my eye out. And I'm just picking up all the glitter like this. It's the oldest trick in the book probably. The mascara that I'm going to be using is the same I use in just about every makeup look these days. It's the Fifth Wonder mascara from Isabella Garcia in the shade Black. I am just going to use these to coat my lashes quick. I don't ever do my mascara on camera because it looks weird. I am going to be going in with lashes. I'm going to be using my 36s from MAC, but I have cut them in half. I could have probably bought half lashes if I wanted to, but I don't want to. So I took my 36s, I just cut them in half, and I'm just going to apply them on the end to give my eyes kind of like a little bit of a lift. Okay, so these are what the lashes look like on. It's literally just on the outer corner. I don't have them fully in, just to give kind of like that pulled out winged effect, if you will. Okay, so to complete the look, set them with a brow gel set. I'm going to be using just my Beguile as usual to set them in place, but I'm just brushing them out right now with a spoolie quick. Okay, so just to complete the under eye area, I'm just going to take a pencil brush and some of that soda pop and just kind of run that underneath the eye. So I have connected it up to the white liner just on the outer corner here. And then just taking that 217 with no additional product, just whatever is left over on the brush. I think the last shade we used was Abyss or Soda Pop as well. I'm just going to kind of blend that out, but I'm not going to bring it down. Okay, so I know I said I didn't want to bring the under eye down too much, but mistakes happen and we have to move on, okay? I've also added mascara, if you were curious, so moving on. Okay, so I'm back. My hair not working with me today. It's flat. I washed it last night and my fringe is doing its own weird funky ass thing, so this is as tame as it's gonna get. It must just stay like this, even though this is still not working for me. So yeah, this pretty much completes this video, this look. I hope you enjoyed watching today's tutorial. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You can do so in the next slide. If you have any suggestions on videos you'd like to see on my channel, or if you just want to comment on today's video, you can do so in the description box or the comment bar below. I don't actually know what I'm saying. Thank you so much for watching today's tutorial, and don't forget, wherever you can, refer the Gypsy Caravan. Bye!